dropped off my car to be serviced. So they gave me a 2022 version of my vehicle. And I'm getting used to all the new buttons on this contraption. Let me lower this music. Hopefully this is working. If you guys could hear me and see me, please give me a thumbs up. I'll be able to see a thumbs up or a heart. There we go. Okay, I see that. So somebody hears me and sees me. Thank you so much. I'm driving, so obviously my eyes are going to be kept on the road. But this is a topic that I knew was happening. This isn't brand new. This is something that has been slowly transferring what the milestones were from when my 26-year-old was born, from when I was born, from when, not too long ago, babies were born, to what they're expected to be able to do today. If you have a baby today, what are those milestones, How many months do they start crawling? How many months until their first tooth? How many months do they start babbling? All that kind of stuff. I don't know if anybody's aware of it, but they're trying to say that it's normal for a baby not to talk to the age of 2.5. I don't know about you, but somebody must be really stuck on fucking stupid if they're going to believe that shit. They are seriously regressing what typical milestones would be. They are making it so if your kid is not talking by the age of 1, they're going to try to tell you that that's normal somehow. And why are they doing that? Why is the CDC sending all these new milestone updates to all these pediatricians all over the place? Well, just like I've been screaming for over a decade, they want to cover up what is really going on with our children, which is a poisoning, okay? Straight up poisoning to their brains and their bodies through environmental factors, included and not limited to food, air, water, and injections. Injections are seemingly the trigger of brain and bodily injury. Why? Because it surpasses any body's defense, any body's natural immune system. I know those of you who've been following me for a while know this. I'm preaching to the choir, but this is just in case this video gets into a pair of hands that may need to hear it. This is not normal. This is not okay. This is not normal. I actually am, in the midst of everything that I'm going through, looking for doctors for Bella and stuff. I actually came across a practice that said safe medications for pregnancy. Like they help pregnant women with safe medications. What? There is no such thing as a safe medication for a pregnant woman. When I was pregnant, I was told, no, honey, you don't do anything to your body. You eat well, you take some vitamins, and take a Tylenol if you need to for pain. And even that's bad. We all know about Tylenol depleting glutathione, your body's big detoxifier, and killing your liver and blah, 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 right? But what I'm getting at is that 20 years ago, no, they would never say and suggest to get injections during pregnancy. They were never saying suggest to be on a medication during pregnancy. Matter of fact, they were so friggin' wise that they understood that no matter what a woman put in her body, it's going to directly affect the development of that baby in that body. So if you are going to be injecting or ingesting any type of chemicals, where do you think they're going to go? You think it's going to just go to mom and baby safe? Come on now. When you're pregnant, you know everything that you do to your body is directly affected to baby, even your emotions, even how you're feeling. Baby feels it. Baby knows everything. So, this triggered me a little bit the other day of like, are there really going to be people that stupid to believe that if your kid's not talking by the age of 1 that there's nothing wrong? And apparently there's going to be, because, I do have to give a benefit of the doubt, and I have to be empathetic and understand, because I was once there. I just listened to whatever the doctor told me. What did I know? He's the one with the freaking degree, not me, right? But I will say that if you know somebody who's having a baby, if you have a grandchild on the way, if you have a niece, nephew, friend, foe, I don't care who's having a baby, you make sure, please, for the love of God, to let them know what true milestones are. Like, get some old school books of child development and understand what the real milestones are, what the milestones should be for a baby as they're developing month by month, okay? Because my daughter was talking. Both of my kids were talking in months. By 6 months, they started babbling and saying words. Mama, baba, booby, Anna. The big word was flower by the age of 1. That was the most complex word that they had stated. And fortunately, my older daughter is not affected like my younger daughter is, but my younger daughter, after 15 months on a spread out schedule, you guys who know the story, started to not speak anymore. She was silenced. She started banging her head against the wall. She started looking spacey. She couldn't hold her balance. And all of this was a progression of a regression, day after day, week after week, month after month, injection after injection. After the first initial insult, things started to disappear. So my whole point is that my daughter had 25, 30 words by the age of 1, and she lost almost basically all of them after her regression. If you have a baby and they are not talking by the age of 1, there is something very wrong, okay? If they are attentive and they could point and you got their eye contact, they're not fully lost. And that's a beautiful thing, okay? That's great. That means you still have hope. But if they are not speaking, babbling, talking, pointing, smiling, rolling over, crawling, walking, all these types of things that they should be doing before the age of 1, definitely before the age of 2, then we have a problem. Those are huge red flags, and this is when you need to start A, doing your own research, B, get a new doctor, C, start going holistic, chiropractic. I mean, I say do that from the very beginning, from the very get-go, so you could avoid all of this kind of stuff. But this is just for the people that are still, still figuring things out, okay? Please, don't listen to these new CDC guidelines. They are trying to normalize these vaccine injuries. They're trying to normalize developmental delays. They're trying to normalize autism. They're trying to normalize kids being in diapers to 20 years old, them not being able to speak, them banging their heads against the wall, food allergies. They're trying to normalize all of this shit. They've been doing kind of a good job, because we still have a lot of people who still don't understand the fact that these toxins from every angle are creating what we see today in our children, which is the chronic illness and sickness and developmental delays, the sensory disorders, the lack of speech, just all things that pertain to health is being affected because we are being over-toxified, okay? I don't care how you want to say how my kid was over-toxified or how you were over-toxified. The point is we're being freaking poisoned. And if you are not detoxing, you are collecting. And when you are collecting, you are passing it to your baby when you are pregnant. So please, for the love of God, I had to hop on here, just do my little rant today. I've been a little bit more on a fire, back into a bit of a warrior mode, especially going through what I'm going through with Bella, because nobody should have to go through this shit. My daughter should not be suffering daily. I should not be suffering daily. Our family should not be in this crisis. And people should have the correct information they need so that they can make the best informed decision for them and their families. Not the government, not the doctors, not anybody, but those people, those parents, and those individuals. Because the bottom line is, you have a baby, you have a new baby on the way, and you have all your friends and family telling you, oh yeah, it's safe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the bottom line is that if you go along with whoever tells you, and if you follow along, like I did, you could end up in my situation. You could have a child that ends up like Bella, or worse. Or worse, because you know what? They're giving double, if not triple the amount of injections today to babies that they gave my daughter. Okay, she had 21 injections of 11 different vaccines by the time she was 6 years old. Even after the regression, even after I said what I saw, It was all bullshit, according to the doctor. They ignored me, gaslighted me, and she continued to get injections. I didn't know any better, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, it continued, and she is now permanently disabled because of it. Period. And today, if she was born, she probably would have been dead. She wouldn't have survived. So, check out those milestones. Watch and be vigilant on the manipulation that is going on, how they're trying to normalize these words: autism, ADHD, Asperger's, all this kind of shit. They're trying to use these labels to cover up an epidemic of 2, now almost 3 generations of severely poisoned, brain and body damaged, injured children. And if your child is not hitting milestones from the 1970s, then your child is in danger, okay? Because the milestones they're trying to push on people today are absolutely absurd. I really just wanted to get that out there and highly implore anybody who wants to have a baby, who is pregnant, who is knows somebody having a baby, just encourage them. You can't tell anybody what to do. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but what I do is I like to encourage you all to find the information so that you can make the best decision, because I know I didn't have that, and I know if I did, my daughter would not be in the position that she is, and my family would not have gone through what we went through, and I know right now I would not be in the heartache and pain that I'm in right now with the decisions that I have no choice but to make. And this is all about prevention. So this is what this video is about, is an awaken, a seed dropping, a prevention, and hope for the new generation, because we need healthy children to clean up this mess of unhealthy, because we are not going to be here forever. The parents of these young adults, these children who are going to be young adults, are not going to be here forever, and somebody's going to have to clean up the mess. And unfortunately, it's going to be those healthy. And those healthy ones are going to be ones who eat organically, who do take care of their bodies, who don't put a bunch of chemicals in their bodies, who stay away from these injections. Those who are natural-based, holistic-minded, you are going to be the healthiest, because we are biological. We are not chemical. And everything on this planet is here that works with our bodies to help it get better, to heal, to rejuvenate, to be strong, and to work the way God designed. So that is my message for today. I love you all very much. As I'm headed back to the house. I have an appointment, and then I go back to the house. Don't let them fool you. This shit is not normal. It will never be normal in my eyes. I don't even call it autism anymore, because I know that that's a bullshit word used to describe an array of symptoms, which is truly an overtoxification to the brain and body. Look up heavy metal poisoning, look up those symptoms, and I guarantee you your autistic kid has those symptoms. So go for it. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Slay the day, and continue to speak your truth. Shine your light bright. And those who are meant to receive those messages will. I'm a firm believer in that. Peace out. Love you all.